Alright, alright. What's really going on? Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Today, I'm taking a look at XRP, Ripple, against USDT on the Binance chart. We're taking another look at XRP. We had a video posted on Ripple very recently, but I believe it is worth a second look. XRP is currently looking very bullish as we re-enter this range. Very strong bounce and support off of the 46-cent level as we re-enter this sort of ascending triangle pattern that we've interacted with back in the end of last year and just last month. I suspect with this current pump here, perhaps a retest downward if this candle closes the way it is with a very minor technical lower high. I suspect perhaps a retest downward to sort of help support and confirm this trend line. But with the current bullishness and potential explosiveness of XRP, we could easily get one of these candles at any time. When we turn on EngineeringRobo, we see a new perspective come into play. We have sell 3, sell 4 held back at some tops near 70 cents, 60 cents. We get rejected from 62 cents, plummet all the way down back to 21 cents, swing lows of wow, 17 cents. I see a wick hidden by the volume down there, all the way down to 17. After coming up, consolidating downward, breaking upward with the buy 4, moon, and bull signal coming into play. We pump, have a strong rejection, create a lower high off of 75 cents, bounce off of 33, create yet another lower high from the most recent relative swing high to this one on February 14th. Bounce off of 60 cents, 62 cents, swing down to create a higher low at 36 cents compared to 34. Sell 4 comes into play, suggesting very strong bearish pressure and suggesting kind of further sideways consolidation. We have a couple more weeks of sideways just under the 46-cent resistance. We wick up through it. There's a bit of a big kind of sell-off. Through a few days, we consolidate above 46 cents, eventually closing above it, pumping right up back into the 50 cent to 60 cent kind of range here, supported by a bull and buy 4 signal. This buy 4 coming back into play is suggests a very strong upward pump approaching. After consolidating kind of during a sell 4 and finally breaking upward. But I believe there are some pretty kind of key levels where traders are selling at. A nice psychological level is going to be, I believe, 75 cents. Some interaction kind of like this, I believe, will be necessary to take us past sort of 75 cents if we don't just blast through it overnight kind of thing. A more healthy run would be kind of that. Kind of be not a blast off. Retracements are always welcome in uptrends. They are needed for a healthy uptrend to continue. Volatile movements like this are not really very orthodox and easy to trade in. When we take a look at XRP against Bitcoin, we see more obvious break upward from this pattern here. We consolidate kind of downward along this trend line. Finally, we're breaking up, gaining against Bitcoin. Bitcoin is on a bit of a down trend today. Took a small retracement. When we turn on EngineeringRobo, this break upward is supported by a buy 1, buy 4, and moon signal, heavily suggesting we are able to gain against Bitcoin. This is very bullish for XRP. This is a strong indication of very, very big gains approaching very soon. We've had a few months now, or a couple months now at least, of this aggressive sideways in such a huge range. Now, finally, I believe we've found support. And with these buy signals and a break upward like this, I believe this is enough to gain against Bitcoin. Unless Bitcoin were to take a pretty terrific, terrifying dive, but so far this is a very bullish sign. When we take a look at the fear and FOMO zones, we are still well into accumulation. This is the fear zone. This is a nice time to be buying, nice time to be accumulating, holding. We are still, from current price levels, 1,000%, 1,100% almost, let's say 1,100% away from the FOMO zone for XRP's price relative to Bitcoin. When we go back to XRP against USDT, another 1,000% on XRP is pretty substantial. Another 1,100% on XRP puts us at around $6 to $7. Let's say $6.50 would be 1,100% on XRP's current level. And with the current market conditions and the current explosiveness that XRP has, and after being at such a low range for kind of so many years, I believe it is finally time for XRP to take a look at the dollar figure ranges. I believe we've been trading in the cents for quite some time. I believe XRP is ready to attempt a $1 and make its way perhaps all the way up to $6.50 per XRP. When we take a look at the fear and FOMO zone for XRP against USDT, we are out of accumulation. We are perfectly in a trading range. But with this bull and buy for signal, we could very easily come and interact with the FOMO zone here. FOMO zone is right around $1.45, perhaps $1.50, the nice kind of psychological round number. With XRP's current explosiveness, we could very easily, very quickly find support along these levels, blast right up to the $1.50 range. I personally believe $1 itself is going to be very strong resistance. In my personal opinion, I believe $1 is going to be a very strong sell level. But interaction with $1 will be a very great indicator of the kind of long-term future for XRP. If we can establish $1 and hold, we can very easily see $2 to perhaps $3. The real FOMO doesn't kick in until $1.50, $1.45. But I believe with this bull and buy for signal, we are finally ready to come out of this dreaded range we've been trapped in since November of 2020. We have highs of 77 cents, 78 cents, and swing lows of 17 cents. This is a very, very large range of price action that we've been kind of flipping back and forth into. There is not that much relative price action in this range above 62 cents. So I think 60 cents is kind of the round number there. After a break above 60 cents, we are among different resistance. We have to refer to kind of prior price action. The Binance chart only goes back so far, but even as we see in some of the earliest years of XRP on the Binance chart, price action back in 2018 is relatively minimal, between 70 cents and 80 cents perhaps. That's the next range we are going to be kind of interacting with. but the real FOMO doesn't come in until buck 45, I believe. Now, XRP has very, very high potential, but there are some kinks that they need to kind of work out. But for this, I believe we are ready to head to the dollar range. This is a very strong bullish indicator, and XRP is looking very, very bullish and explosive at the moment. It wants to pump. It wants to be out of this range. We've been consolidating kind of upward. These have been sort of some consistent higher lows. And yeah, follow EngineeringRobo's signals closely. Subscribe here on YouTube. Try EngineeringRobo free. Link in the description. Watch out for some very, very aggressive overnight 80 to 90% candles like these, which are insane. Watch out for XRP. We may be out of the cents pretty quick here, sooner than later. Thank you for tuning in, and tune in for the next one.